Russia has announced a clear battlefield gain. As per the Russian Defense Ministry's 8 August 2026 briefing, units of the Sever Group have taken control of Ivanovka in the Kharkov region following intensive offensive actions. The capture signals a shift from tactical pressure to territorial consolidation, indicating continued momentum along the Kharkov axis amid sustained, multi-directional operations. In the Kharkov and Sumy sectors, Russian forces, as per official claims, delivered coordinated strikes on multiple Ukrainian brigades and assault units across key settlements. The Defense Ministry reports up to 240 Ukrainian troops lost, along with armored vehicles, MLRS systems, and electronic warfare assets, underlining the intensity of engagements and continued pressure along the northern front lines. On the Donetsk axis, Russian formations under Zapad and Yuzhnaya groupings reportedly secured more advantageous positions while engaging a wide spread of Ukrainian mechanized, marine, and assault units. As per claims, over 420 Ukrainian personnel were lost in these sectors. Key battle zones, including Slavyansk and Kramatorsk, remain central to ongoing operations, reinforcing their strategic importance in the wider conflict. Further operations by Center, Vostok, and Dnieper groupings expanded pressure deeper into Ukrainian defensive formations across Donetsk, Dnipropetrovsk, and Zaporozhye regions. The Russian Defense Ministry states that multiple brigades, including air assault and National Guard units, were targeted. Simultaneously, strikes hit logistics hubs, fuel and power infrastructure, and drone storage facilities across 157 locations, indicating a sustained campaign against operational depth. In numerical terms, as per Russian Defense Ministry claims, over 375 Ukrainian troops were neutralized across sectors, at least 11 armored fighting vehicles destroyed, more than 91 motor vehicles eliminated, 1 Reiki SA-12 MLRS launcher, 1 HIMARS projectile, and 1 Vampire MLRS projectile neutralized, over 9 artillery guns destroyed, 3 electronic warfare stations, and 1 ANTPQ-53 radar taken out, 4 guided bombs, 8 cruise missiles, and 828 unmanned aerial vehicles intercepted. Russia has unleashed a sweeping week-long strike campaign, dramatically expanding battlefield intensity. As per Russian Defense Ministry claims, 2 massive and 12 coordinated strikes targeted Ukraine's defense industry, logistics chains, and critical energy infrastructure. The scale and spread of these operations signal a sustained, high-impact offensive designed to disrupt core military capabilities and reshape operational momentum across multiple fronts. The conflict has now decisively expanded into maritime space. According to official claims, 34 vessels linked to Ukrainian military logistics were hit, including 31 dry cargo ships and 3 tugboats. Strikes on port infrastructure further indicate a focused effort to disrupt supply chains, limiting the movement of military cargo and tightening pressure on strategic coastal operations. On the ground, territorial momentum continues to build. As per reported updates, Russian forces established control over multiple settlements across Kharkov and Sumy regions, including Belikolodez, Ustinovka, Bakshayevka, Brizhevka, and Aniskino. Additional gains in Olgovka and Zaporozhye underline a steady, multi-front advance, reflecting consistent pressure across key operational axes. Across sectors, coordinated strikes have targeted a wide spectrum of Ukrainian formations. Mechanized, airmobile, marine, and territorial defense units have been engaged simultaneously, indicating a broad-spectrum operational approach. As per claims, this sustained engagement across multiple brigades highlights a strategy focused on continuous attrition and limiting the ability to stabilize defensive lines. The scale of weekly losses reflects the intensity of combat. According to Russian Defense Ministry figures, cumulative troop losses across sectors exceed 9,600 personnel. This includes heavy attrition reported in key operational zones, pointing to a prolonged high-tempo conflict where pressure is maintained across front line and rear positions simultaneously. In numeric terms, the Russian Defense Ministry reports extensive destruction of military assets: 5 tanks, 93 armored fighting vehicles, over 668 motor vehicles, 77 field artillery guns, and 64 electronic warfare and counter-fire systems. Additionally, air defenses reportedly intercepted 91 guided bombs, 11 HIMARS projectiles, and 6,575 UAVs, while 5 uncrewed surface vessels were neutralized, underscoring the scale of sustained combat operations. Russia has unleashed another wave of strikes across Ukraine, targeting not only frontline positions but also the military's critical logistics network. Fresh footage released by the Russian Defense Ministry shows Iran long-range drones striking a railway locomotive carrying military cargo near Lozovaya in the Kharkov region and destroying a 110 kilovolt electrical substation. Moscow says the attacks are aimed at disrupting Ukraine's ability to move troops, ammunition, and equipment to the battlefield. Russia says its drone campaign is also dismantling Ukraine's battlefield firepower. In the Krasny Lyman direction, Russian drone operators released footage showing the destruction of a Ukrainian-made 155mm Bogdana self-propelled artillery system and a US-supplied M797 howitzer. Moscow says a pickup truck and Ukrainian personnel were also eliminated as precision drone strikes continue to target Western-supplied weapons supporting Kyiv's forces. Across the front line, Russia claims its forces have maintained the offensive from Sumy and Kharkov to Donetsk, Zaporozhye, and Dnepropetrovsk. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, strikes hit fuel depots, logistics centers, drone storage facilities, and temporary deployment areas in 155 locations. Moscow also claims Ukrainian forces lost around 1,395 personnel over the past 24 hours as Russian units pushed deeper into several sectors. Russia says it is tightening its grip not only on the ground, but also in the air and at sea. The Defense Ministry claims Russian air defense systems intercepted 20 guided bombs, a HIMARS rocket, and as many as 155 Ukrainian fixed-wing drones in a single day. In the Black Sea, naval aviation reportedly destroyed a Ukrainian uncrewed surface vessel, as Moscow projects an image of sustained battlefield pressure across multiple domains.